Good day everyone, I am Christine and our topic for today is all about water and air resources. So when we say resources, this refers to the materials or supplies that can be used to achieve a goal, support activities, or meet needs. So now what is water resources? Water resources refers to the naturally occurring sources of water on earth that are potentially useful to humans. Rainwater is the main source of water and water sources can be classified into two main categories. Surface water includes rivers, lakes, streams, wetlands, ponds, and oceans. These are the bodies of water either standing, flowing, or artificial and can be used for various purposes depending on their size and quality. While the groundwater is found beneath the Earth's surface such as aquifers, springs, and wells. Aquifers is an underground layers of rock or soil that holds water. Springs are the points where groundwater naturally flows to the surface, and wells are the man-made openings used to extract groundwater. Water is the principal resource that has helped agriculture, transportation, recreation, and society to prosper. An extensive water storage and transfer system has been established which has allowed crop production to expand. And when the production of food and fiber degrades the natural resource base, the ability of future generations to produce and flourish decreases. So the bodies of water that mostly used in agriculture and irrigations are rivers and streams. It has a major limiting factor when mismanaged. And we all notice in drought months that limited surface water supplies have prompted overdraft of groundwater and consequent intrusion of salt water can cause permanent collapse of aquifers. And these are the several steps to develop drought-resistant farming. First, improving water conservation and storage measure. Second, providing incentives for selection of drought-tolerant crops species. Third, using reduced volume irrigation systems. And last is managing crops to reduce water loss. Different sources of water have varying water quality. The most important issues related to water quality involves salinization and contamination of ground and surface water by pesticides, nitrate, and selenium. Salinity has become a problem wherever water or even relatively low salt content is used on shallow soil, in arid regions, or where the water table is near the root zone of the crops. Tile drainage can remove salt, but the disposal of the salts and other contaminants may negatively affect the environment depending upon where they are deposited. So temporary solutions include the use of salt tolerance crops, low volume irrigation, and various management techniques to minimize the effects of salt on crops. Some farmland may need to be removed from production or converted to other uses. And other uses includes the conversion of row cropland to production of drought-tolerant forages, the restoration of wildlife habitat, or the use of agroforestry to minimize the impacts of salinity and high water tables. Surface waters are often susceptible to pollution than groundwater, so the plant diversity in and around both riparian and agricultural areas should be maintained in order to support a diversity of wildlife. And this diversity will enhance ecosystems and could aid in agricultural pest management. Major causes of water pollution, such as sewage and wastewater. Untreated or poorly treated sewage from households, industries, and agricultural activities is a significant source of pollutants like pathogens, organic matter, and chemicals. Industrial waste. Industries discharge various toxic substances including chemicals, heavy metals, and byproducts of industrial processes into water bodies. Agricultural runoff. Pesticides, fertilizers, and animal waste from farms and agricultural lands can be carried into water sources through rainfall and irrigation, contaminating them with harmful chemical and nutrients. Oil pollution. Oil spills from tankers, pipelines, and other sources can create a thick layer on the water surface, harming aquatic life and disrupting ecosystems. Marine dumping. Improper disposal of waste, including plastics and other pollutants in oceans and seas, can lead to long-term contamination of marine environments. Radioactive waste. Nuclear power plants, uranium mining, and other activities can produce radioactive waste that, if not properly managed, can contaminate water sources. Acid rain. Air pollution, particularly from industrial emissions, can lead to acid rain, which contaminates water bodies with acidic substances. Urban runoff. Rainwater carrying pollutants from streets, parking lots, and other urban surfaces can wash into nearby water bodies, introducing various contaminants. Deforestation. Removal of trees can lead to increased soil erosion and sedimentation, which can pollute water sources. And mining. Mining activities can release heavy metals and other pollutants into water bodies, impacting water quality and aquatic life. And these are just some of the major causes of water pollution. Other factors like climate change, eutrophication, and even natural processes like mudslides can also contribute to water pollution. Ways to reduce water pollution. Reduce chemical use. Minimize pesticides, fertilizers, and harsh chemicals. Proper waste disposal. Dispose of waste, medications, and chemicals properly. Conserve water. Reduce water usage to minimize wastewater. Implement water treatment. Ensure proper treatment of wastewater. Regulate industrial discharge. Monitor and limit industrial pollutants. Promote sustainable agriculture. Use eco-friendly farming practices. Education awareness. Inform others about water pollution impacts. Participate cleanups. Join local waterways cleanups. Support water protection policies. Advocate for policies protecting water resources. Reducing water pollution requires collective efforts from individuals, community, and industries. Now let's proceed to air resources. Air is all around us, though we cannot see it, but we can feel it when it blows. The moving air is called wind. Air is a natural resource that is vital for sustaining life on Earth. It primarily comes from the Earth's atmosphere, a gaseous layer surrounding the planet, which plays a major role in protecting us from meteoroid hits by burning them up in the mesosphere before they can hit the surface of the Earth. It also protects us from harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun. These are the 5 important layers of the atmosphere. The troposphere is the first layer of the Earth's atmosphere. Most weather changes occur in this layer. Clouds are formed in this layer because 99% of the water vapor in the atmosphere is found in here. We live in this layer, and the air gets colder as you go higher in the troposphere. Stratosphere is the layer that lies above the troposphere. Ozone layer is found in the stratosphere. Commercial jets fly in this layer, and the higher you go, the warmer the air gets in the stratosphere. Next one is the mesosphere. Meteors burn up in this layer, and once again the temperature gets colder as you go higher. The fourth one is the thermosphere. This layer absorbs high energy, X-rays, and ultraviolet radiation from the sun. The air is very thin in this layer, and satellites orbit Earth within this layer. The exosphere is the outermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere, and it fades into the space. Air is a mixture of gases that is composed of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and a very small percentage of water vapor and other gases. It is essential for life as it provides oxygen necessary for the respiration of humans, animals, and many other organisms. It also provides carbon dioxide, which is essential for plants to carry out photosynthesis, the process by which they produce their own food. It is naturally occurring component of the Earth's atmosphere, not man-made. It is constantly renewed through natural processes like photosynthesis and atmospheric circulation. It is vital for ecosystems as it plays a crucial role in various natural processes including the water cycle, weather patterns, and the dispersal of seeds and pollen. Air helps regulate the Earth's temperature, preventing temperature fluctuations, and that would be detrimental to life. Activities affecting air quality that leads to pollution. Smokes from agricultural burning, dust from tillage, pesticides drift from spraying, nitrous oxide emissions from the use of nitrogen fertilizer, vehicle emissions from cars, trucks, and other vehicles, industrial emissions, pollutants from factories, power plants and industries, burning of fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas combustion for energy. Air pollution affects human health. It contributes to climate change and harms ecosystems. Ways to prevent air pollution. Reduce vehicle emissions. Drive less by walking, biking, using public transportation or carpooling. Use eco-friendly products. Choose products with low volatile organic compounds. Support clean energy initiatives. Advocate for air quality regulations. Conserve energy by using less electricity by turning off lights and appliances when not in use. Minimize waste. Reduce, reuse, and recycle to cut down on waste and its associated emissions. Refrain from burning wood, trash, or leaves as this can release harmful pollutants. Plant trees as trees helps absorb pollutants and improve air quality. Air and water resources are the natural resources we cannot live without. Protecting air and water resources is not just an environmental issue, but also a matter of public health, economic stability, and social equity. Sustainable development requires integrating environmental considerations into all aspects of planning and decision making. International cooperation is essential to address transboundary pollution and ensure the equitable distribution of water resources. Continued research, technological innovation, and public awareness are crucial for developing and implementing effective solutions for air and water resource management. That's all. Thank you.